Welcome everyone to Sydney Church of Christ Toolbox. Today we're going to talk about tips for a great marriage during self-isolation. My name is Laurence. This is my beautiful wife Charlotte. We have been married for 25 years.
The coronavirus has really changed our lives in a significant way during the past month, and we don't know for how long more. It's a great opportunity that we are spending a lot more time at home now, but there's also other challenges that might arise because of that.
In Galatians chapter 6, verse 10, therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those who belong to the family of believers. This is a great opportunity for us to do to all people, for us to love one another, especially to love to do good to our family, to our spouse.
And today we would like to share 4 tips with you that we have learned from the Bible and from the mistakes that we've made in our lives.
Tip number 1, let's talk. We spend a lot of time together, especially if both husband and wife are working from home. However, if we don't communicate, we don't commit to connect with each other, this can be even lonelier and create unnecessary frustration.
Now, as for wives, because we now feel like finally our husband's home and he's home all the time, we might have this unrealistic expectation that we will now become so close.
Therefore, brothers, husbands, we need to set a time to communicate with our wife. Let's talk. I highly recommend 2 hours of quality time minimum per week. So during those times, we can communicate. If you ask me the secret of our marriage, for many years, Charlotte and I will spend 2 hours together every Saturday morning. During those times, we share about our heart. We share about our spiritual well-being, our ups and downs, our encouragement and discouragement.
And we really focus talking about our marriage during these 2 hours. And that actually really helped me not to be really nagging and negative during the week, because I know that I will get time to just focus talking about ourselves during those 2 hours. And that allowed me to be more positive and pleasant during the other times.
We always finish off our talk with this question: how can I love you more this coming week? We give our request. We believe requests give direction to love. Demands stop the flow of love.
So each week, we will just give each other a love request that for the coming week, what would we like to see in each other?
Tip number 2, let's have fun. We cannot go out and have fun. We cannot go to movies. We cannot eat out. We cannot have picnic. But no one can stop us from having fun at home. We just need to be a bit more creative. We just need to make a bit more effort.
We could perhaps try to cook together. There are so many different recipes out there that you might not have tried before. Pick up new cuisine that you've never tried before, but do it together.
Brothers, yes, we can cook too. And we can go on dates. Just dress up or light up a candle, make our meal a bit more special.
Or we could even have a picnic, but instead of going out, we could have it at the backyard. Invite your husband to a little picnic.
Simply just have a cup of tea, a glass of wine in the balcony. That is special too.
We could also have movie nights. We could start watching other movies that we've never tried before as well. Documentaries, everything. We can just make that fun as well.
We can have exercise together. John and I have been downloading YouTube video or use app. We can do yoga together. We do Pilates together.
And also we can go for walks. We can take our dogs to go for a walk and go for walks together, prayer walks. That's excellent.
We can have fun at home. Tip number 3, let's have unity. Coronavirus has brought out our differences. Should we close the school or not? We should take coronavirus more seriously, or we have been taking it way too serious. There are a lot of differences among us. It can also happen in our marriage. In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 3, make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. We need to seek unity and agreement in our marriage.
For example, even with coronavirus, we need to have agreement. I know due to our cultural background or perhaps the way we were brought up in our family, we have different values. And sometimes we deal with things very differently. Should we wear a mask? Should we not wear a mask? I know that there are different families debating about different kind of things, but we need to have unity in those little things.
You can just simply write down a checklist, what we're all going to do, or what is something that you're going to do it individually. Parenting is another big issue you need to have agreement on. As a school teachers, we understand homeschooling can be very challenging. Sit down, have agreement, have the same expectation for our children. Or something can be very simple as who manages our children at a particular time.
I believe as we're in a very different time now, the families coming together all the time in the same house, it's a great idea for us to have some new house rules. For example, who is going to use where workspace at what time? When are we going to have those break times? Even for meal times, what are we going to do? We're going to have more meal times these days together. So who's going to cook at what time? Those are some of the things that we need to actually sit down and negotiate and talk about so that there won't be any challenges.
It is important to have agreement on new house rule and new routine. Last but not the least, tip number 4, 7-day kindness challenge. If you want to take your marriage to another new level, or right now your marriage is a little bit tense, I highly recommend you to take this 7-day kindness challenge to our spouse. There are 3 rules in this challenge.
The first rule is you cannot say anything negative to your spouse, about your spouse, or to anyone else for 7 days.
Rule number 2, praise your spouse every day. You can say it to her, you can write a message, you can even send her a text.
Rule number 3, you need to do an act of kindness to your spouse each day. Whether it's just making a cup of coffee for him in the morning, cooking his favorite meal, write him a poem, whatever it is, it needs to be an encouragement to him that day.
Do not tell your spouse if you are going to take this challenge. No one will stop you from extending this challenge to longer time, 14 days, 30 days, or extend this to your child or your co-worker. Being kind is the key. In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32, it says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ, God, forgives you."
Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this toolbox. Thank you.